Hey guys, Father and Son channel coming to you today. I've gotten a lot of questions about my Monster Moto is hard to start. How do I make it easier to start? And we haven't done a Monster Moto video in a long time. It's been 6 months. We haven't even cranked this thing up in 6 months. And we've just been busy with the RC cars that we've had, and it's been a busy summer. So I'm going to go over a few things to make your Monster Moto, well now it's Mega Moto because they've changed their name to Mega Moto, easier to start. First thing I recommend is either keep your mini bike in a garage because they don't like being left out in the weather. It's not very good for them, and they're very cold natured anyways, and they just start to degrade if you leave them outside uncovered. If you don't have a garage, if you have a carport, put it under carport, under a tarp, something, just to keep it out of the weather. It's going to make it easier to start. One thing I always do is I put stable fuel treatment, which is a fuel stabilizer. That way if you don't start it in a while, the gas doesn't really go bad. It's good for I think 2 years, and it's not going to clog everything up. Another thing I do is that I don't turn the petcock off. I don't turn the fuel off. I know they say you're supposed to, but I just always found out if I did, it was harder to start than if I didn't. And I don't know if the carburetor, the parts in the carburetor dry out or whatever, but I just found that leaving the fuel on just doesn't hurt anything. I've never had a fuel spillage, anything like that. So I do have another thing to do if all these things don't work, but if it won't start, make sure you got the choke on. Turn it 2 times and then pull. I usually do 5 times. And I'll turn it 2 more times again. Okay, say it's being a real booger because it's been 6 months since you started it. But the fuel's good because you use fuel additive, fuel stabilizer. I know it's going to sound crazy. Make sure that your kill switch isn't on. If the bike is on, the kill switch is not activated. If you go down here, it's where your air filter is. If you push this in here, you have to push it pretty hard, and this pops off. That's your air cleaner. Comes out like this. I just cleaned mine, so it's good. But if you see right in here, that's where your air intake is. Get you some starting fluid. Spray just a small squirt. Just a little bit. Put your air filter back in, and let's give her a crank. Okay, so your air filter's clean. You know your fuel's good because you're using fuel stabilizer. Your kill switch isn't activated. You squirted a little bit of starting fluid in there, just a small little bit. There you go. So just like I said, keep it indoors in the garage or basement, under a carport, tarp if that's all you have. Use the fuel stabilizer. It runs about $8-9 where I'm at, but if you get on eBay, you can get it for $5 with free shipping usually. And I'll put a link in the description below. But other than that, guys, they're pretty maintenance free. I change the oil about once a year at the first of the season, and fuel stabilizer, and clear the air cleaner out once in a while, clean it out with soap and water, and I don't really have any problems. I hope this video helps you guys if you have a hard to start mini bike. Appreciate you watching. Have a good day.